We are back. Worst airports in Australia. We've already done Sydney and Melbourne because there was too many stories to include the bit of nationwide search. But we are now going with, let's be honest, the excesses of the country that are completely superfluous to the economy. Wait, they're actually extremely vital. Please stay with us, don't cheat. Adelaide, Northern Territory and ACT, you can f*** off because you're not state and this is a state versus state rumble. Also Brisbane and Hobart, get a shirt. You get what's happening in this series, right? We look at Google reviews of specific industries that are usually quite necessary to the continuation of civilization as we know it. And we look at people just bitching and complaining about that fact. Here's the first one. It's a hot day and I can only find one boo-boo-la. That is the strangest attempt at spelling that I've ever seen from it. Who wrote that? Babar, the fucking elephant with his stupid little tusks going out there. Everything has to kind of sound like my name. Wonder what happened to that kid. I love that guy. One boobla hidden away with warm water. Yuck. Nowhere to fill a bottle. If you want cold water, you have to pay for it. Not good for major airport. What major airport is this? Yeah, that's... Yeah, but like, to be fair, come on, like, that city shouldn't exist at the best of times. How do they even get water over there? Bloody desal plant, you should be paying for it. Wow, this one's written in a bloody haiku. Look at this one, fancy.
Suitcases come out at a glacial pace. You have one job, Perth Airport. Load and unload planes. For fuck's sake.
Hard to figure out which terminal you need, and then air traffic control couldn't organise a lucky dip at a brothel. Is that hard? I don't know, like, sounds like it'd actually be quite difficult to do that. Like, you just gotta get all the perverts and all the doors. Mark!
Oh,
You won the lucky dip, you get to fuck Sydney!
I'm fucking her right now.
Yeah, well, fuck her again sometime. Over 40 minutes delayed while they try and figure out how to let jets take off.
Yeah, well, it's not like it's rocket science, is it? It's just airplane science with many, many more lives at stake. But who cares what this review says?
Do love the sulkiness and the fact that he at least acknowledges where he is on the food chain of life. In fact, that should be mandatorily attached to every Google review ever. Who cares what this person thinks? Just like a climate change warning at the bottom of YouTube.
Only one place to fly out of.
See, again, I am always baffled at the whininess of human beings. Like, this was not a possibility throughout most of human history, and now, only one? In virtually every town on Earth. But don't get there thinking you'll leave on time. Yes, actually, look, that is very annoying. And I'll tell you what, every single time I have ever been to the airport and the airplane has been late, so that is every single time, there is always some old woman that's saying in front of me, how Australian is this? What do you mean it's late? I've got cows to milk. No, their owners will explain. Are you going to compensate me for that? If you want to drop off your loved ones and give them a hug, they'll extort $7.20 out of you. Just table 3. Yeah, but come on. Is those precious few seconds with your loved ones really worth $7.20?
I love you. We'll meet again. One day our paths will intertwine.
Yeah, wrap this one up, Toots. The clock's ticking. I ain't made of money. Moving east to Adelaide, the town that always makes me think, what's the point of this place? What's going on with your helicopters flying over people's houses at all times of the night? I lived in... happened nearly every night of the week there. This seems to be one of those things where, you know, when people go to their local councillor and say, I'm really concerned about what's happening in Syria at the moment. I think this is one of the things that you should probably go to your local councillor about. Now I'm in more, for fuck's sake. It's the same thing. Give us, the residents of Adelaide, a break, please. Oh, come on. If you're a resident of Adelaide, your entire life is one long break. Do whatever it is you're doing during the day. Honestly, come on. Maybe they're doing really important things like rescuing people out of like a volcano or something. Or just... Oh, come on. Surely this can wait until morning. Gate 16 does not exist. A magical place. I know this is pathetic and don't be surprised if you've ever seen me doing this as a 30-something-year-old man, but still to this day I do think that there must be a platform 9 3/4 somewhere. So I probably will one day be in Adelaide Airport. Gate 16! Bad organisation. Efficiency, 0 out of 10. Lazy staff. They have nothing to do because they do nothing. They have nothing to do because they do nothing. Jesus, that's like the magic eye of sentences. It's kind of like the more you think about it, the more like... Am I stupid? Like, you know what that sentence is? Nothing. Worst experience of all airported. Okay, I'm starting to think that the above sentence was not a clever play on words, judging by how he spelled airport. I mean, he was right, and then he added a D. Don't wear braces to hold your pants up and try and go through security. Okay? Noted. Very useful information. Thank you. This is what Good Reviews was supposed to be about when it started. The buckles kept setting the metal detectors off. Oh, who'd have guessed? Metal setting the metal detector off? My word. I was told to undo one of the buckles and it would be okay. It wasn't. Ooh, plot twist. I'm guessing it's because you still had one buckle on. So I then had to remove my shoes. Well, is this old man going to be strip searched at the end? All right, we're still not finding the metal. We're going to have to go for an internal cavity search. Oh, no. Ooh. I was also asked if I'd had an operation. Yes, I had. Oh, that was the problem, I was told. No, it wasn't. And heaven knows why it would have been. Then, at last, they found a small pocket knife, just a small one, on my car key ring, and lo and behold, no, I can't go through. Just because I could have very likely been a potential terrorist trying to hijack a plane. Huh. Airports these days, huh? All I wanted to do was meet my daughter and slit her throat, who I haven't seen for years and got treated like a criminal. Yes, that's the point of them. Like, that is exactly what they're supposed to do. So you can't have very lazy, don't do their job. And can you believe it? They were doing their job. Ahoy, mateys. We are now setting sail to Hobart, where we really could have caught a plane. This whole thing is about airports. You get a country shirt. I did not lick it. Fuck, did John Barilaro write that one? No McDonald's. Okay, all right. I'm so sorry that McDonald's near total global market penetration doesn't extend to some convict punishment city on the arse end of the planet where the next stop is Antarctica. Can you at least give them 2 stars instead of 1? Worst airport in Australia. Well, yep, that's my job done then. You really can't argue with it. When you get off the plan... You spelt it wrong. You're a fucking idiot. 2 sniffer dogs are all over you just because I was smuggling in heroin. A dog was sniffing everyone at baggage claim for the 20 minutes it took our bags to arrive. Yes, I do remember that about Hobart Airport. It's so strange. It's just, I don't see dogs anywhere else, but who'd have guessed just this real backwards 1800s place still just run by like Fred Flintstone implements. I swear to God, if you had a shower in there, so unfriendly. There is something... gonna go out on a limb here and say it is quite invasive having a cop staring you down as a dog is sniffing your crotch. There is something quite like it. Look, unfriendly is not an inaccurate description of that event. Flying back home, there was nowhere to sit. I was reprimanded by airport staff for going 3 steps into an area I wasn't allowed because I didn't want to step over the 6 grown men lying on the floor next to me. Very uncomfortable place. Look, honestly, it's the fairest 1-star review we've ever gotten in this review series. Nonetheless, you did spell plan wrong, so you are a cunt like the rest of them. It is not a place built for humans. It is a place built for announcements. Jesus Christ, Morgan Freeman wrote this one. If you are deaf, it was written by Morgan Freeman, you can hear the announcements. If you are not deaf, they drill into your skull oppressively. Very present otherwise, food, coffee, books. That's the best review we've ever had. That's incredible. Jesus, what was that change? And also on top of that, someone writing something positive and Jesus, still 1 star. Fuck, he's hard to please. He had nice things to say. Come on. Brisbane, or as it's very overly referred to as the Gold Coast. No, sorry, Bris Vegas, I think. I've never seen a dirtier toilet. There are cleaner toilet in Bangla Road. I think we're going to have to investigate into that. That's a very specific claim. Either that or he's trying to spell Bangladesh. Yes, there is a Bangla Road. It is in Phuket. Of course, a sex tourist is very familiar with dirty toilets. Let's look into this further. Yeah, bang, right there. Jesus, Phuket even looks like a cock, doesn't it? Probably the worst airport in Australia. No, it's really not. It's really not. And you know why? Because they've got a Carl's Jr. there, fuck yeah. Their services are non-existent, the lack of lounges is abysmal, and it may as well be a shed in a paddock. Shut the fuck up. No, it shouldn't. Like, let me just show everyone. You make up your own mind here, yeah? This is a shed, and this is what this man thinks is a shed. I know they're very similar, but to the trained eye, you can see a difference, can't you? Maybe we'll see some airport sheds if we do the rest of the country and not just the capitals. In fact, I guarantee you we will, because I've been to said airport sheds. Brisbane Airport does not qualify as one. I am sick to death of all the Carl's Jr. slander, even though, let's be honest, it is fucked. If I was a woman, I'd be livid about the lack of enough toilets. As a guy, it's okay. Yeah, you just go in one of the indoor pot plants. You're like, oh, what's that, a water fountain? Yeah, it's working. Yeah. Well, that was enlightening. Which one did you think was the worst? Let us know. If you like this series, we will go on to do other airports in Australia. I think that they are going to get smaller, and all of a sudden Hobart will start looking like what they're pretending it is, which is a metropolitan airport, which I can assure you from experience it most certainly is not. It seems to be mostly there to transport cheese from the mainland, much like a ship was in the 1800s. Nonetheless, we are, as is my tradition on this particular series, travelling to one of the locations that we were talking about. And this time, that location is... Yeah, no, this place is terrible, isn't it? Not a McDonald's in sight, and... Oh, wait!
Shabby, you son of a bitch.